Hi guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown, back in my cider shed with some more cider to try. And it is from Somerset, a very small producer. Producer's name is Joe. That's how small the producer is. It's one bloke, Joe Healy, up on Exmoor. We've tried his stuff lots of times before because I like his stuff a lot. Just got some new stuff from him. Joe Healy at Secret Orchard, up on the Nettlecombe estate, on the eastern edge of Exmoor, near sort of Minehead and Watchet. There's the closest little sort of fishing village to there. Beautiful part of the world. It really is nice. And here it is. We are blessed to have Joe's Holy Water with us today. And this is a new vintage, almost entirely Dabonet, if not only Dabonet, I think. And just to give you an idea about vintages and how things change. So here's my last bottle of lot of Holy Water from Joe. Look at the difference in colour. That is very, very different in colour, isn't it? Look at the colour of that to compare to the colour of that, the new one. Totally different beast. Let's have a look at the label, see if we can find something out. Oh my lord, this might be the same as the last one. Looks like it might be. I'll read it anyway. What the heck? Lead me to the blessed spring, made in the shadow of the 13th century church at Nettlecombe. This is a craft cider to convert even the most unenlightened heathen. Wild yeast ferment and from 100% juice blend made from vintage cider apples from Exmoor and Cornwall. Holy Water is a virtuous medium cider from the multi-award winning Secret Orchard. Amen to that. Any other information on here? No, 100% apple juice, wild yeast fermented. That's it. That is it. Some sulfites in there as well, I think. But again, I don't really mind. Added in very, very small amounts, like 50 parts per million or less. At the very beginning of the process, not when it's bottled. Just to let the wild yeast do their thing. Because the wild yeast are tough. They can stand the addition of sulfites. It's the stuff that you don't like that can't stand the small addition of sulfites. So, inhibits the things you don't want and allows the things you do want to do their job. So I don't have a problem with it. Anyway, interesting change in colour, isn't it? I mean, a lot less oxidation, sort of tannin and colour in that. One thinks. Doesn't one? Yes, one does. Let's open it. Let's open it. What did I say it was? 5.5. Okay. Right. Can't use this properly. Pop. Gentle sparkle. Very gentle sparkle, which we like. We don't want it too fizzy at all. That sounded great. Got the artist straw glass out today. Yeah. There's only two glasses I use, really. The artist straw glass and my cider slime glass, because I've got a lot of affection for both of them. Let's pour this out and have a look. Forced carbonated at bottling, je pense. But I'm not sure. So hang on, let's look at the colour properly. Get out my mouldy thingy-majig. There you go. I mean, it's still got some colour to it. It has. But it's a beautiful gold rather than amber. It's a lovely bright gold, gorgeous looking thing. So Joe wants to make ciders that are drinkable. That's what he wants to do. He wants to make ciders that are drinkable and enjoyed, etc., etc. That's his primary goal. So a lot of his ciders, despite being really interesting, are actually really accessible for almost anybody, and I find them very easy to recommend. I absolutely do. Also because I like him a lot. I like what he does a lot. He makes great cider. All cider doesn't have to be like, super complex to be brilliant. And that's not to say this stuff hasn't got character. It certainly does. But neutral containers, wild yeast, so it's just the expression of the fruit and the yeast, basically. Right, let's smell it. Smells good. Smells like it's got a tiny bit of acidity. It's a dab at it, which tends to be like more forthright in its tannin. Hints of funk. For Joe, that's got a little bit of hint of funk about it. Maybe a hint of like New Wellington boot as well or something. Yeah, hints of funk. Hints of sort of caramelized apple. Yeah, that smells great. Mouthwater actually. That is delicate, but beautiful. Really clean. Hint of maybe toffee or caramel. Yeah, but there's a hint of that sort of sweated apple as well, that sort of cider apple character. It's in there as well. Yeah, interesting. Let's try it. Okay. Solid tannins. This is lighter. It is fresher. Feels slightly more sort of malic. Hints of malic acidity, which I don't think I'd like to. I want to open this now, but this is the last bottle. Both of these are going to be my website. So if you want to buy, and compare and contrast, you're going to have to go to the website and buy the bloody things. Although this isn't on the website yet, so you'll have to wait a bit. And that's my last bottle of that one, I think. Anyway, back to this cider. I'll tell you what, those subtle hints of so yeah, there's a very subtle, it's almost like lemon sherbety character to it, which is great. Tannin, but delicate. Minerality, no harder tannin on the back. Really, I don't think. Which is one of the things I think that gets people with Dabinet can have quite a hard tannin character. I know that Tom at Artist Straw, he hates Dabinet. That's what Lydia told me anyway. Because look, that's from them, 100% Dabinet. Lydia loves it, Tom hates it. But I guess they had some creative disagreement when they made this thing. But Dabinet is a popular single variety. I like it. So there you go. And this is tasty. So different. So different. More acid, light, fresh, but delicious. Delicious. Well balanced. It's a medium, but a great medium. I mean, it's no way sweet, and you said he totally balances it. If you're used to sweet commercial ciders, this is. If this was, I don't know, a medium dry from a massive commercial cider maker, this would be probably classified as medium dry. That's what I think. That's how crazy it can be. But to me, it's wonderful. And the thinness, woody character, like orchardy character on the nose as well. Really good. Really nice. For easy drinking, subtle, delicate, but very, very delicious, and we like it. Very much indeed. So that is the new batch of Holy Water from Joe up on Exmoor. Thank you, Joe. Yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you for joining me back in my cider shed. I hope you join me again. But until that time, cheers.